What if I told you that in 2005, a single pixel was worth more than a house? Most people saw a blank screen, but one student saw a gold mine. He turned a stupid idea into $1 million in just 138 days, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is what the internet did to him once he hit the jackpot. From ransom notes to a digital graveyard, this is how 1 million pixels nearly broke the web. In 2005, the internet was a different world. No TikTok. No Instagram. Just a wild west of dial-up tones and blocky graphics. In the middle of this, a 21-year-old student named Alex 2 was sitting in his bedroom, staring at a bank balance of zero. He needed money for university. Most people would get a job at a cafe. Alex. He decided to sell nothing. He bought a domain, created a 1000 by 1000 pixel grid, and put out a message, buy a pixel for $1. It will stay there forever. The world called him a joke. The media called it a scam. But 4 months later, Alex wasn't just a student anymore. He was a millionaire. But that's not where this story ends. That's where the internet's basement opened up. Because once you make $1 million out of thin air, the sharks start circling. Welcome to Zubi Question Internet Lore. Today, we're looking at the stupid idea that changed the web, and the digital graveyard it left behind. Alex called it the $1 million homepage. The concept was simple: pixels are the real estate of the internet. If you want a 10 by 10 block for your logo, give me $100. At first, it was slow. He sold pixels to his friends and family. He made a few $100s. Then, the BBC picked it up. Then The Guardian. Suddenly, the grid started filling up like a digital Tetris game. Casinos, dating sites, and tech companies were fighting for space. Why? Because back then, viral wasn't an algorithm. It was a feeling. Being on this page meant you were part of history. By New Year's Eve 2005, only 1,000 pixels were left. Alex did what any genius would do: he put them on eBay. The final bid: $38,000. Alex too had done it. He was 21, and he had $1 million in his account. But as the saying goes, more money, more problems. Success on the internet always has a shadow. In early January, Alex received an email. It wasn't a fan letter. It was a ransom note. A group calling themselves the Dark Group told Alex, "Pay us $5,000, or we will take your site down." Alex refused. He didn't believe them. Hours later, the $1 million homepage went dark. A massive DDoS attack, one of the first highly publicized ones in history, flooded his servers. The site was offline for a week. Think about that. A kid in his bedroom was being extorted by professional hackers because he had become the most famous person on the web. This was the moment the internet lost its innocence. It proved that if you build something people love, someone else will try to burn it down just to see if you'll pay for the ashes. If you visit the $1 million homepage today, it's still there. It's a time capsule. But it's a broken one. A study showed that over 40% of the links on that page now lead to nowhere. We call it link rot. What was once $1 million map of the internet is now a graveyard of dead businesses and expired domains. But the real failure wasn't Alex's. It was the copycats. Within weeks of his success, there were thousands of million-cent homepages, million-euro homepages, and million-penny homepages. None of them made a dime. They made the classic, digital mistake. They tried to replicate the mechanic without understanding the moment. You can't manufacture lightning in a bottle twice. So, what is the digital lesson here for us in 2026? Alex 2 didn't get rich because he sold pixels. He got rich because he solved a problem: attention. In a world of boring ads, he created a game. The lesson is this: the first person to do a stupid thing is a genius. The second person is just a copy. Today, we see this in NFTs, in AI-generated art, and in get-rich-quick memes. People rush to the next big thing only after someone else has already made the million. If you're looking at a viral success and thinking, "I can do that too," you're already too late. You don't want to be the person buying the last pixel, you want to be the person who owns the grid. Alex 2 went on to found Calm, the billion-dollar meditation app. He proved he wasn't a one-hit wonder. But the million-dollar homepage remains as a reminder of how weird, wild, and dangerous the internet can be. This has been Zubi Q. If you want to know how a 16-year-old nearly crashed the stock market from his basement, subscribe and join the archive. I'll see you in 2 days for the next story. Stay safe out there.